It's time for the WGN Radio Theatre program 468 in the series. It's May 9th, 2020. I'm your host, Carl Amari. In front of me, 6 feet away, is Lisa Wolf, my co-host. What's up, Lisa?
Hi, Carl. How are you? So glad to be here, even 6 or so feet away.
We'll be here till 3 a.m., and we have 8, count them, that's 3 more than 5, 8
Carl,
classic,
your math.
I tell you.
Very sophisticated.
You know, I tell you, I had a crush on my math teacher. That's why I'm so good at math.
Oh, that must have done it. I'm sure that's the reason.
8 classic radio shows. Are you ready for this lineup, folks? Have Gun, Will Travel, the Jack Benny Program, Danger, Dr. Danfield, Murder at Midnight, Fibber McGee and Molly, Whitehall 1212, The Bickersons, and The Unexpected.
I think we're going to be here for the next few days, but will you stay with us, please?
I promise we'll get this in before 3 a.m., and it all begins after these words. Hour 1 of the WGN Radio Theatre, and in this hour, Have Gun, Will Travel, plus Part 1 of Jack Benny. But before we begin, want to remind all of our listeners about 100radioshows.com. That's our new website, the number 100, then radioshows.com. If you go there and put your email address, you will be sent 5 classic radio shows, absolutely free. It's our way of thanking you for listening to our show. The 5 classic radio shows that you will receive are...
You will get a Fibber McGee and Molly, Jack Benny, Gunsmoke, Suspense, and Richard Diamond, Private Detective. All absolutely free for just being our friend and our listener. We really do appreciate our listeners.
That's right, and they're all digitally remastered. They come to you instantly. 5 free shows waiting for you at 100radioshows.com. And there are also hundreds of additional radio shows that you can purchase. But when you do purchase those shows, use the promo code at checkout, which is radio, and save 70% off your order. Great way to collect tons and tons of classic radio shows at a super great price. Use the promo code radio. All right, time now for Have Gun, Will Travel. Great Western series. It began, Lisa, as a TV show in 1957. Then CBS said, well, it's doing great on TV. Why don't we create a radio version? So about a year later, they did. Richard Boone played Paladin on TV. John Daner played Paladin on radio. And Paladin was a former Union cavalry officer, a graduate of U.S. Military Academy at West Point. He was a decorated Civil War veteran. He was well-schooled and highly cultured. He became rich as a hired gun at very high prices. He lived at the Swank Hotel Carlton in San Francisco, and he dressed in formal attire. He ate gourmet food. He frequented the opera, and he was quite the ladies' man. But when he was on a case, he dressed all in black, and he was a tough hombre. I'll tell you that right now, Lisa. You don't want to mess with Paladin.
No, I don't.
Okay. We have a broadcast for you now from September 25th, 1960. It's called Bringing Up Ollie. Here's John Daner, uninterrupted. Have Gun, Will Travel.
It's always good to visit old friends. But I didn't know this meeting would lead to such a calamity.
Have Gun, Will Travel. Starring Mr. John Daner as Paladin. San Francisco, 1875. The Carlton Hotel, headquarters of a man called Paladin.
Hey, boy! Oh, hey, boy!
Oh, please, Missy Wong, must not stop. Mr. Paladin waiting for new suitcase.
Oh, my, very nice. Oh, such beautiful leather.
Must hurry, Missy Wong. Mr. Paladin be very angry. Excuse, please.
Hey, boy! Why you take so much time to buy suitcase? You gone 3 hours now.
Oh, big mess. Omnibus breakdown. Wheel fall off. Frightened horses. Holy ma, big mess. Hey boy has to walk all the way from Montgomery Street.
Oh, poor Hey boy. But you must not worry for Mr. Paladin. He will not be angry.
Oh, Missy Wong, you're wrong.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir. He needs suitcase for trip to Colorado and very little time left to pack before he catch his stay.
But hey, boy, Mr. Paladin...
Please, Missy Wong, you slow me down. No time to talk.
Okay.
Mr. Paladin! Mr. Paladin! He's here, boy! Oh, holy moly.
Hey, boy.
Yes?
Missy Wong tries to tell you.
Oh, Mr. Paladin already leave?
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
He very angry with here, boy?
No, he still like old suitcase. He use it. It's okay.
Oh, me.
Constipation can be a problem for anyone, even doctors. And when constipation occurs, it's interesting to see just what doctors consider important about a laxative they might use or recommend. Well, a majority of the doctors we heard from had this to say.
A laxative should be effective, gentle, close to natural acting. A medicine that can be used with complete confidence.
Now, X-Lax has been popular with many doctors and millions of people over the years because chocolated X-Lax is effective. Overnight, it helps you toward your normal regularity. X-Lax is so gentle, so close to natural acting, there's no upset. That's why many doctors and millions of people use X-Lax with complete confidence. X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity, gently, overnight.
Traveling from San Francisco to Colorado Territory, a passenger has his choice of being transported in a cloud of stagecoach dust or in a funnel of railroad cinders. On my trip to Pueblo, I had more than a fair share of both. But once I arrived, the uncomfortable miles were easy to forget. The job was simple, the money was good, and after leaving a satisfied client, I leisurely straddled a rented horse and started the second phase of my Colorado journey. This was the part I had really looked forward to. A ride north alongside the Arkansas River all the way to Oro City for a visit with my old friends, Ollie and Cora Beardsley. Ooh, What? Well, I'll... Cora Beardsley, wait up!
Paladin?
Cora!
Is that you, Paladin?
It sure is.
For heaven's sake,
Cora.
of all people, I can't hardly believe
It's
my
been a
eyes.
long time.
Oh, it sure
Cora.
has,
You
my
haven't changed a bit. In fact, I think you look even younger than you did 4 years ago.
And you ain't changed either. What brings you to Oro City?
You and Ollie?
Oh.
I had business in Pueblo, so I decided to take some time off and come up to see how you've been getting along. I was just going to check in that hotel when I saw
I
you.
just can't get over it. So
What?
good to see you.
Oh, here now, Cora, there's no cause for you to shed tears.
Forgive me, but it's like having your prayers answered. All the years we've known you, somehow you always show up when we need you most.
Was something wrong?
Yes, there is.
What?
Well, it's Ollie. He's
Ollie?
a different man since you was here last. I don't know what got into him, but he's managed to get himself into a whole pack of trouble.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cora. Listen, I know you don't want to stand out here on the boardwalk and tell me about it. Why don't I drive you out to the ranch and we can talk on the way?
Well, to tell you the truth, I think it might be better if Ollie tells you himself. He's right down the street. I was just on my way. Why don't you come with me? Or maybe you'd best check in the hotel first.
No, I can do that later. Come on.
Lots of things are different since you was here, Paladin. We don't live on the ranch anymore.
Oh? Did you sell?
Yes, it was too much work for Ollie, and it wasn't paying for itself. We bought a little house on the edge of town. I've been taking in sewing, and it pays right well.
You always were one to keep busy. Now, how does Ollie take to living in town?
Well, the way I figure it, that's what started all his troubles. This is where we stopped.
Here? The sheriff's office?
That's right.
You mean Ollie is in jail?
That's right. It used to shame me to go through this door, but, well, I think I'm getting used to it now.
How long has he been here?
16 days today.
Cora.
Oh, he'll be glad to see you. Maybe you can talk some sense into him. Let's go in.
Oh, afternoon, Cora.
Afternoon, Jim. I want you to meet a friend of ours. Mr. Paladin, this is Sheriff Moody.
I know you, Sheriff.
He's come all the way from San Francisco to pay us a visit.
Well, I knew I'd never seen you around before.
No, the last time I was in Ora City, you had a different sheriff.
Jim's been here 2 years now.
Here, I'll get the keys.
Ollie's sure going to be surprised, Paladin.
Well, I'm anxious to find out what he's been up to.
Hey, you got special company today, Ollie.
Well...
Hey, Ollie, you old rascal.
Hey, when'd you get into town?
Just now.
Come on, let him in, Jim. I want to shake his hand good.
All right, give me a chance.
Ollie, I think you and Paladin ought to visit alone. I'm going back to the house if you don't mind.
Sure, Cora, that's fine. Come on, get in here, Paladin. Let me get a close look at you.
Well, Ollie, you're the last person I ever expected to see in jail.
Ain't it something, though?
Ollie.
Yes, Cora?
You want me to bring you a hot supper tonight?
Oh, heavens, no. Don't be going to all that bother. The food here is good enough for any man.
All right. Paladin, why don't you come by the house and have supper with me?
I'd be happy to, Cora. Thank you.
I'll be looking for you. Well, goodbye.
Bye.
I'll see you to the door, Cora. Just yell when you're ready to leave, Mr. Paladin.
All right, Sheriff, I will.
Goodbye, Ollie.
Come on, sit down, Paladin. See what a good, comfortable bunk they got in this jail.
All right. You're the host, and an unusually happy one under the circumstances. What's this all about, Ollie? Is this some kind of joke?
Oh, no, it ain't no joke at all, no. I had a big trial and everything. Judge found me guilty and sentenced me to 20 days in jail.
Guilty of what?
Well, he said to me, Miss Dean, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, what he meant was that I shouldn't have raced my old spring wagon down the middle of the street and rammed it into the side of the stagecoach. But that last part was accident. I sure didn't intend to do that.
What in the world were you doing racing your wagon down the middle of the street?
Well, I don't remember exactly why I decided to do it, but most people have been saying I had a little too much to drink.
And what do you say?
Well, I guess they're pretty close to right.
Well, what's happened to you, Ollie? Getting drunk and racing wagons?
Well, Paladin, I know it ain't exactly what you call upstanding, but I didn't mean no harm. I didn't know I was going to hit the stagecoach. Besides, nobody got hurt.
I think your pride must have been a little hurt being locked up in jail like this.
Oh, no, I don't mind it a bit. I figured I had it coming. The judge said so anyway. Oh, I sort of like it here.
You like it? Ollie, you're not making any sense at all.
Well, it's hard for you to understand, Paladin. You're still young. But when you get to be my age, you do a lot of remembering. About all I can remember is a mountain of hard work and one big black patch of sorrow when we lost our boy. Well, sir, after a while you get stuffed up with them memories. So you go out and you do things you never thought you would do. Make new memories, and this time happy ones. So I'm happy to be in jail. And do you know what?
No, what?
You see that fellow over there in the other cell sleeping?
Yeah, I noticed him when I came in.
Well, we're just lucky he's taking a nap or we wouldn't be able to hear ourselves talk. He complains every minute he's awake, but that ain't the point. Can you guess who he is?
No.
That's Rad Tolan.
You mean one of the Tolan brothers?
You guessed it. They're about the meanest two brothers alive. Out-and-out killers.
I know. There's a $5,000 reward over their heads.
Yeah, but nobody gets the reward unless you catch the both of them. The sheriff caught Rad down at the saloon just yesterday.
Huh?
No, I'll tell you, that Sheriff Jim, he's a good lawman. He can outfox anybody. You should hear Rad cussing him out. Says his brother's going to come and get him out of here, and the first thing they're going to do is blow Jim's head off.
Just the boys who would do it if they had the chance.
Hey, just imagine me, Ollie Beardsley, locked up in the cell next to one of the Tolan brothers. Ain't that something?
Well, I don't know, Ollie.
Oh, my, don't you see, Paladin? I never been in a cell before in my whole life. I'll be out in 4 days, and then I'll have something new to remember.
All right, what then? When does this fling end, Ollie?
Well, I don't know. You don't think much about the future when you're my age.
Do you think much about Cora?
Oh, sure, but Cora can take care of herself good enough. We've been married 35 years, and she don't lean on me for nothing at all. She might look weak and puny, but she's healthy as an ox. I never worry about Cora, and I'm pretty sure she never worries about me.
I wonder.
I baked that pie just for you, Paladin, and you hardly put a dent in it.
Oh, it's delicious, Cora, but it'd be a waste to force it down. I'm afraid I just overindulged before I got to the pie.
It'll just go to waste anyway.
You can take some down to Ollie. He'll enjoy it.
I don't know whether he would or not. He's been so unpredictable these past months. I never know what to expect. Nothing I do seems to please him.
Oh, well, he'll get over it. It's just a phase. Something he has to get out of his system.
I wonder who that could be.
I'll see.